The 5-season M1-1056 furnace filter is a high-efficient MERV11 furnace filter. What makes the 5-season Electro-Air filter different than other furnace filters, such as the Healthy Climate filter right here? What the difference is that the deeper the pleats are, which the pleats are these, the deeper the pleats are, the lower the static pressure becomes. This is why the 5-season has that odd filter size of 5-inch, as you can see right there. Whereas the Healthy Climate filter and the Honeywell filter doesn't have that. That even though it says 16 by 25 by 5, it's not. And putting them side by side, you can almost tell the difference. So this basically means that the filter cabinets are different. So if you were to try to stick this filter into a filter cabinet that's designed for the Lennox filter or the Honeywell filter, you're not going to be able to do that. Use an aftermarket version of the M1-1056, which is this right here. You, the homeowner, can use whatever type or style of furnace filter you want to use. It's your furnace. It's your place. You can use whatever you want. As a licensed gas technician that has been in the trades for years, I personally don't have a problem with people using aftermarket filters. Most filters sold in North America have had to go through some sort of government approval. Where I have the problem with is people that are not changing their furnace filter. So you can put the best filter of the 5-season of this one, you can put that in your filter cabinet, but if you're not changing it, it really makes no difference. You know, if you're changing your filter once every six months to a year with these filters, you're good to go. If your HVAC company or provider that you're dealing with is telling you that you have to use the OEM filter because of your system that you've had installed in, then definitely follow what they've told you to do. Difference from a original 5-season filter from the aftermarket filter. Yes, just simply look at the markings. We don't need to overcomplicate this. 5-season has a distinctive way of how they print their markings on their filter. In fact, most manufacturers that manufacture filters have their own markings on their filters. Even the aftermarket ones have their own branding on it. We just covered this up for competitive reasons, but they have their own marking on their own filters. So it's not like the aftermarkets are trying to copy the original 5-season filter, because I mean, if they were doing that, there'd be lawsuits being filed, and it's just bad business. People aren't going to be doing that. Some will say the best way to tell the difference between the originals and the aftermarket ones is to count the pleats. I would advise against this, because as you can see, this is our aftermarket one. It's got the exact same amount of pleats in the aftermarket filter as the original does. So if you were to count the aftermarket pleats, you'd be thinking that this was a real one, when in fact it's not. So simply just take a look at the markings. Again, I've never seen a filter company out there go to their troubles of trying to copy an original filter to pass it off as the original when it's not. It just doesn't happen. So that's basically a simple way of telling if you have an original one or not. And just remember to change your furnace filters. That's all I can say about that.